This concept changed everything for me in my manifestation practice. Once I truly grasped the concept that I control the flow of the energy that manifests and creates everything, I control how fast something manifests by how much divine energy I am allowing in my life. Once I understood that I can either be open or be closed to all good things. When I am being open and allowing of the divine energy that creates all things, that is when prosperity flows easily into my life. When I focus my thoughts and attention on the overall big picture, that I am an eternal divine being, that my soul is eternal, and nothing, and I mean nothing, can truly harm my soul. When I focus on my eternal self, I am expanded, and more energy and more good things come to me. I am not so attached to the temporary 3D circumstances that most people would call bad. We only get disheartened by our current circumstances because we think they are permanent. But they aren't. This entire life is just a playground of experiences to explore. But when I focus my attention on the 3D circumstances, I am restricting my eternal life force energy because I am concentrating on the density of this 3D world. I am constricting the amount of life force energy that can flow through me. When we focus our attention in this 3D world, we think we are separate from everything. We think we are separate from other people, separate from nature, separate from all the creations of this world, even money. And when we think we are separate, we have no choice but to use force to get things to come into our life. We have to struggle and work and effort. But there's an easier way. The truth is that even if our physical bodies are separate from one another, our energy is interconnected. Our energy is connected to all things. It simply flows and changes form and interacts with all other people and things. But the degree at which energy flows is somewhat dependent upon me, upon my thoughts and beliefs and intentions. If I can remember that I am more than just this human body, that I am also an eternal being of energy, then I can summon more and more energy to flow freely in my life, bringing me abundance and prosperity. When I remember that I, in fact, am truly made up of this life force, energy, that I am more than just a human body, I summon more energy to flow through me. When I remember that I am an eternal flow of energy that is currently having an experience in a human body, this is when I can access and allow everything else in creation to come into my life, to flow easily right to me. It is my level of connection to the energy that helps me to manifest things quickly and easily. I can either choose to be closed off and limit this energy, or I can choose to be open and allow the energy to flow freely. I allow the energy to flow freely and bring me good things by expanding my being beyond just a human body to an eternal soul. I can think of myself as a small, restricted, separate human being that has to struggle and strive and force things to happen, making life really hard for myself. Or I can remember that I am actually a soul that is bigger than just my body, a soul that is connected to everything else, a soul that chooses to interact with all things in the infinite field of possibilities. If I allow myself to be this greater being, more energy flows through me, and the energy is what is connected to all other things. So by allowing more energy to flow through me, I am allowing myself to be connected to the people who have a way to provide the things I am seeking to manifest. I am directly connecting myself to a great business opportunity, or a person who knows a person who knows a person who has exactly the thing that I have been asking for. It's like I plug myself into the database that has all the answers. It's as if when I'm allowing myself to be more connected to the divine energy that is in everything, I am choosing to allow everything else in the world to be connected to me. Whereas before, when I was focused on my dire circumstances or was focused on the separateness of things, like the money is over there and not in my hands, This closes off the energy flow. It keeps me under the delusion that I am separate and that I must work really hard to force something to come to me. The trick to manifesting is to know that you are already it. You are already complete. You are already one with the thing you are trying to bring to yourself. It's a mind trip. It's an inside job. It's a shift in perspective. You are not separate from anything or anyone. We are all connected in this web of energy. But you can resist so much because you think you are separate that it constricts your energy flow. So not only does everything seem to move slowly, like a murky, muddy lake, but you are not open to receiving the energy that is already flowing about to other willing receiving people. It's as if you are a beaver and you have built a dam. So the flow of water into your lake is blocked. There is water in your lake, but is stagnant and murky, and you had to work really hard to build that dam. The water from the source upstream continues to flow other places. It goes around the dam, it fills up someone else's lake, and then continues downstream. But it would be just as available to you as free-flowing, abundant fresh water if you were to unclog your dam, unclog your resistance, open yourself up, allow. Remember that you are, in truth, a divine eternal being that is made up of creator energy. Just like everything else in the entire universe, the amount of energy that you allow to flow, though you is directly proportional to how open you are to connecting to this universal, everlasting energy source. The easiest way to increase your openness to this energy and allow more abundance into your life is to close your eyes and take a few deep breaths and connect to this energy that is in all creation. This energy is love and light. So, right now, close your eyes, and while you take a deep inhale, imagine your heart expanding with light and love. Think of someone you love, or a pet you love, or a memory that makes you smile. Maybe you imagine the feeling of love you felt when a child was born, or maybe you imagine how comforting it feels when your beloved pet sits on your lap. Or maybe you envision a hug from your favorite person. While thinking of this lovely thought, continue to imagine your heart expanding with light. At first, this light of love just shines and glimmers a few inches in front of your heart. After a few deep breaths like this, imagine that this light of love expands a few feet all around you. Imagine that your heart is like a lantern, shining its light of love all around you in every direction. It is in front of your body, it is in back of your body, and it shines both above and below you. Then, for 3 or 4 breaths, imagine the light filling the entire room you are in. Continue taking deep breaths, imagining this light filling the whole room. Imagine this light is full of love, and everything this light touches feels the love that the light carries. The light is warm, glowing love. Now expand your light of love to the entire building you are in, whether this is your home or office. Imagine your light of love bringing a feeling of warmth and love to anyone else in your home or your office building or your apartment building. See the light of love seeping into other rooms and swirling around any people or pets present, and filling them with a warm glow and surrounding them with a pure love. Continue to expand your light of love to the entire city that you live in. If you live out in the country on a farm or ranch, imagine this light of life expanding across the land to your closest neighbours. Continue with a few deep breaths here while you continue to think of and bless anyone who is in the path of this light shining out from your heart. Next, expand this light of life to your entire country, then to the entire world. Then see it expand all the way out into outer space and the whole universe. This simple meditation of love can immensely change your circumstances. By connecting to the light of love that is in all creation, you are allowing this energy of abundance to flow through you. you are allowing more and more and more energy to bring you things. You are allowing yourself to meet the right people and to be given the items you need. There are people out there that are extremely tuned into this pure consciousness and will listen to the little voice in their head that tells them to turn left at the stoplight. And then, through a series of events, will show up right in front of you with the thing you are looking for. Everyone and everything is connected. Our greatest task is to simply exist in love, to bless others, to connect to others, to make someone else's day better. And when we are connected to this divine flow of energy, everything we need and want is also flowing to us. It's a dance. It's an exchange of energy. It's movement of energy, resources, and abundance from one person to the next. It is always flowing, but you must be open to it. And you are open when you are connected to the light of love.